Next Tuesday at 8, The Woman He Loved, with Jane Seymour and Anthony Andrews.
You're the first woman to take an interest in my job.
Oh, Thelma, the little man is going to be so lonely. Will you look after him for me?
All I think about is the next time that we shall be together. God help me, I love you.
The story of the woman who won the heart of a king and the scandal that shook the nation. The Woman He Loved, next Tuesday at 8 on Thames.
And coming up next on Thames, the ITN News headlines. That's followed by comedy with the Rush family in Too Close for Comfort.
Come to life. Come to Whipsnade Wild Animal Park.
We believe that timely, precise information leads to better decisions. Information technology from Unisys.
Could there be a better way to feed the dog you care for?
This new pedigree chum seems to have put excitement into feeding times. It's got that something extra. And to see them enjoying it, then that's wonderful.
2 of my dogs have delicate tummies, but we feel now we've got them a new pedigree chum. It's absolutely first class for them.
Yeah, it's a terrific food. And if you wanted any persuasion, just come and see my dogs.
They believe there is a better way to feed a dog. New pedigree chum. Top breeders recommend it.
This is living textures from Crown wall coverings. Not only can you see how beautiful the designs are, you can actually feel them.
Reach out and touch. Why don't you?
Subtle textures that can add interest to any wall.
Reach out and touch. Why don't you?
And they're so easy to hang, they're even ideal for ceilings.
Reach up and touch. Reach up and touch.
Crown living textures. Add a touch of interest to a room.
Today, cooking with cultures in Hong Kong. With cook in the pot stir-fry sweet and sour pork. So, chop, Mr. Lee. Whilst I do the tricky bit, blending the aromatic sweet and sour flavors. Now we stir-fry. And in 5 minutes, authentic tasting sweet and sour pork. He likes it. Makes a change from junk food.
Enjoy cooking with culture with Cook in the Pot.
Why, aren't you singing our drinking song? I've forgotten the words. Skull, 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 skull.
Funnily enough, we're just looking into that.
Market Master, for those with a taste for adventure, gives you the stock market without the fuss.
No trouble at all.
Offering equity-based investments with capital growth and tax advantages.
Well, lots of people are snapping them up.
Market Master includes the added benefits of our expertise and help.
In the end, of course, it's up to you, but we're not in a position to recommend it right now.
Market Master from Bradford and Bingley. First-class investment plans that are built around yours.
This is the key to a family villa in Spain. It's the TV Times Prize of the Year. Collect keys from the next 3 issues and you could win this £50,000 dream home on the sun-drenched Costa Blanca. Our cover story tells how actress Jane Seymour's uncanny likeness to the Duchess of Windsor is starkly revealed in The Woman He Loved. Read how she discovered that the real Wallis Simpson was not the adventuress that many believed. Get the week's programmes on ITV and Channel 4 and your first key to a dream in this week's TV Times.
The toys and dolls in this museum are safely locked away, out of reach of small children, which is just as well, as most of them contain lead. It's in the paint. Paintwork, which is more than 20 years old, especially where gloss paint has been used, is likely to contain a dangerous amount of lead. And you know how small children like to put everything in their mouths and chew anything within reach. Most modern paints contain little or no lead. But if a paint contains more than 0.5% lead, it should carry a warning label. So, if the label says contains lead, don't use it on anything which children can reach, such as skirting boards, windowsills, cots, high chairs, or toys, or anywhere where children can play. Lead in paint can be a danger to your child.
You may be wondering what all this telethon carry-on is about. Well, we're excited because we hope it's going to become a piece of history, the largest, longest, liveliest television show ever, all to raise money for charities here at home. And what's even nicer is that no matter where you live, your donation, as small or as large as you're able to give, stays where you are to help in your own area. From every independent television studio in the land, we'll be bringing you a host of famous faces and entertainment for 27 hours, all in one go. So make a date with me for the 29th and 30th of May for the ITV Telethon.
It's Thames and comedy Monday at 8 with a new series of All in Good Faith.
You're a little stinker, Philip.
I think... Oh!
The situation's vacant.
Yes, I'm job hunting.
Oh, good. You're giving up the church. Now we can have a lie-in on Sunday.
I'm talking about mercy. It droppeth as a gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath.
Richard Bryars is the troubled Reverend Lamb. All in Good Faith. A new series starts Monday at 8 on Thames.
Well, what did you think of our film then? I must say, having watched it, I've decided that I'm an exceptionally good driver. We've got some comedy coming up later on in Too Close for Comfort, that's after the headlines, and then at 4:30 there's a special edition of America's Top 10. First though, with the time coming up to 4 o'clock, we join Zeinab Badawi at ITN for the headlines.
The 22 Britons released by the hijackers of a jumbo jet have just touched down in Kuwait on the first leg of their journey home. But the Foreign Office in London says they won't return to Britain before this evening because their debriefing by Kuwaiti officials will take longer than planned. Meanwhile, at Mashhad in northern Iran, the hijackers' latest deadline for taking off in the Kuwaiti Airways jet has just ended without news of any movement. Iran says the deadline was extended after the Prime Ministers of Turkey and Pakistan urged Kuwait to possibly meet the hijackers' demands. Tim Nielsen at ITN reports.
In Mashhad, the gunman's latest deadline for flying out of Iran expired half an hour ago. The plane is fully fueled and it's believed the runway has been cleared of obstacles. The Iranians refueled the plane yesterday after the hijackers threatened to fly out with tanks nearly empty. Following the breakdown in negotiations with the gunman, the Iranians have appealed for the Kuwaitis to let them try and resolve the situation their way. They say so far they've managed to secure the release of 57 of the hostages. Should the plane take off, it's not known where it could land. Beirut is one possible destination, but airport officials there say they'll block the runway to prevent the plane landing. The first pictures of the 32 released male passengers, including the 12 Britons, show medical checks being carried out with all the passengers looking tired and drawn.
The Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev has indicated there's been a diplomatic breakthrough that will lead to the Soviet withdrawal from Afghanistan. Mr. Gorbachev has been meeting the Afghan leader Dr. Najibullah in Tashkent. He says Afghanistan needs peace, and Dr. Najibullah says the last obstacles have been removed. Mr. Gorbachev says Soviet troops could start leaving Afghanistan on May the 15th. Security is to be stepped up at the London home of Labour leader Neil Kinnock after two youths threw a lump of concrete through a window. Mr. Kinnock chased after the attackers, but they escaped. In Northern Ireland, 2 patrols by the security forces have been the victims of bomb attacks in Newry and Londonderry. The IRA says it was behind the Londonderry attack, which happened in Lone Moor Road between the Cregan and Bogside areas. 4 IUC officers needed hospital treatment. And that's it for now.